Radio, time to start hitting some balls, get a feel for how they feel on feet. Well, I think I'm done. Test done, yeah? First ball, top corner. Catch you later.
What's up guys, Matt
and Tom
from the Football Boots team, and what a treat we have for you guys today, and that's because we've got the brand new Nike Tiempo Legend 7, which is one of the most exciting releases of the last few seasons and probably the most forward-thinking, innovative leather football boot of all time. So let's find out what they're all about in a full test and review. Let's go. So the main thing that you guys all want to know is what's happening on top of the upper and also inside. So let's take a closer look. Now, as we can see, it's got that K leather upper. Is it the best quality leather on the market? I wouldn't say so, not as quality as something from Mizuno, but one thing that you can guarantee is going to be incredibly soft and flexible. Now, looking at the actual inside exoskeleton, and we can see that it's almost got that ribbed effect, which is going to be brilliant for a little bit of cushion on the ball and also a little bit more friction, which is something you don't usually see from leather football boots. So let's just take a close look at the leather upper itself, and as we can see, it has that almost creased rippling effect, which is exactly what you want from a football boot, which, as you can see, means it's going to be incredibly soft and flexible. So in terms of being able to feel the ball, it's going to be brilliant for that, and also comfort is going to be incredibly high. So if somebody was to ask me what my favourite feature of the Hypervenom Phantom 3 was, I would 100% say it's the exposed hoops for the lacing system to pull them nice and tightly. Now, we have that on the Tiempo Legend 7. If I come a little bit closer, we can see those top 3 lacing hoops. They are actually exposed, but the rest of them, they're just straight through that leather upper, but the ones at the top, we can see they're exposed, which means when you pull those laces tight, you can customize the fit even more so than a lot of other boots on the market. So we've just mentioned how the Legend 7 has exposed lacing hoops, which is very similar to the Hypervenom. Now, a really good positive thing about the Legend 7 is, to me, it doesn't feel like an original Tiempo boot. It's much more of a crossbreed between a Tiempo, a Hypervenom and a Superfly. So if we take another close look at the exposed lacing hoops, they aren't just hoops at the top of the lacing system, they're actually fly wire cables which connect it to the sole plate alongside that Flyknit heel cup. So in terms of being forward thinking, you're not going to get a more forward thinking boot on the market compared to the Legend 7 right now. So whenever we get a brand new silo in the office, I take them out of the box and I straight away look for my favourite feature on the boot. Now, this Legend 7 doesn't just have one favourite thing of mine, there's so many brilliant things about the boot which I love so much, so let's take a close look at each one. Now, my absolute #1 favourite feature is the Flyknit tongue. I really do like the hybrid tongue of the Legend 6 and also on my finish, but this Flyknit tongue is so comfortable, so stretchy, so in terms of getting a compressing fit, it's absolutely brilliant. Now, we've touched on the exposed lacing hoop. I think that's great. I think a lot of football boots, especially from Nike, should have this. Amazing. Now, if we look at the inside of the boot, take off the sock liner, and then inside we can see it's got Nike grip on the heel and also on that forefoot as well on the actual plate. Now, does it make a massive difference? No, but one thing I can't stand is when sock gliders slide around in the boot, and you can be absolutely assured, or when you're lacing up in the Legend 7, you won't find that whatsoever. So looking at almost every single Tiempo Legend ever released in the history of the boot silo, you can almost guarantee that the sole plate is going to be exactly the same on each model. But this is the first time we can see a massive difference. Now, it's got hyper stability technology, which means that in that midfoot section where you want it to be stiff or responsiveness, it's definitely going to offer you that. But at the toe box, super flexible, very similar to the Hypervenom 3. Looking at the sole plate itself and the stud configuration, we can see it's got chevron studs at the back for braking, some bladed ones just in front, and then looking towards the forefoot, we've got conical studs and some more chevron studs for braking and acceleration. What a sole plate this is. I think this is top level. The material itself, I don't think is the highest quality, but I do like the stability in the midfoot, and the also stud configuration I think is top notch as well. So just like you guys watching at home, I'm looking at the Legend 7 and I'm thinking this is an outstanding pair of football boots. But let's just see the attention to detail Nike have actually gone to make the Legend 7 as good as it can be. Now we've talked about the upper, but let's have a look at the heel lining, and hopefully you guys can see it's got those rib pads inside, and trust me, when you lace these up, it is one of the most comfortable pairs of boots around the heel I have ever tried on. It is so soft, so padded. I've never even seen anything like this before. So in terms of the heel lining, Nike get a massive tick from me.
Rightio, just got the Tiempos on feet and they are so soft. I'm a leather man, these are unreal. Honestly, I'm already in love. So I've done a couple of rounds of shooting, and honestly these boots feel like I've been wearing them for weeks. They've already starting to mold to my feet. There's very little to no break-in time. Okay, so you might be wondering, how's the sizing on the Tiempo? Well, these are exactly my size, a US 9.5, and these are a perfect fit for me. I have slightly wide feet, so they might fit slightly wide for some of you, but for me these are absolutely perfect. So when we look at design on the Legend 7s, it is black, orange, a touch of white, and honestly, being part of black and orange team, these boots are perfect for us, possibly even perfect for me. I'd love to wear these on my game day. So the Flyknit tongue itself is an actual internal wrap, so it wraps all the way around your foot, which creates a really nice snug fit, and combined with the softness of the leather makes them a very comfortable boot. So in terms of comfort in the Legend 7s, it is unreal. I'm a leather man, so I love a good comfortable boot, and these just fit around your foot like a sock, so snug, so soft. They are amazing. So I've been wearing the Tiempos on my feet for a little while now, and I'm seriously struggling to find any sort of problem with them. Only thing is the leather could possibly be a little bit thicker, a little bit more premium, but that's about it. So if you're like me and you love a leather boot, then these are for you. So that's it. Boots are off my feet. I didn't want to take them off. I was enjoying them just that much. But these are now leading the leather boot game for me. They've got touches of technology that other boots just don't have. I'm definitely going to grab myself a pair. If you're anything like me, make sure you do too.
So guys, there you have it, the Nike Tiempo Legend 7. What a pair of boots Nike have released. Tommy loves how they feel on feet. I love the way they look and also feel in hand. So massive thumbs up from the Football Boots team. And if you're interested, then definitely check these out. You will not be disappointed. But that pretty much wraps up our test and review. So guys, thanks for watching as always.
We'll see you next time.